Thanks for joining me in the shop today. Spent the day doing my normal job and just want to get a couple of projects done. So I'm out here in the garage and a couple of projects that I want to share with you, sort of show you what we're doing. One of them is I've got to plant this Aronia berry that we purchased, I don't know, probably a month or two ago. And we've had it just grown in the house. And so the Aronia berry is known as the chokeberry. That may be what you've heard it called before. And I know a lot of people have these that just sort of grow around their area. I don't have any around here, so we purchased one and we wanted to plant it. And it really is, I don't know how many, Aronia berries or chokeberries that we'll end up eating. I imagine the birds will eat a lot of them, but they're really high in antioxidants. They're called like one of the 7 superfoods of the world or something like that. True superfoods, because a lot of things are called superfood. And really, it just fits into sort of my philosophy around the homestead, which is to, really plant things that are hardy, can grow on their own, produce food, or have a purpose. Some things happen, like our elderberries that we have up front. They've sort of grown along this fence line that we have, and the elderberries are great to have. Other things you have to be a little more intentional about. So we're going to plant this, and hopefully it fits into that long-term goal, sort of the idea of permascape, permanent landscape, permanent foodscaping, and that's what we're going to do today. So when we go out and plant this, I got to make sure that my family doesn't mow it down with the weed eater, and also that the rabbits don't get it. So we'll take this out and we'll get it planted out there. Won't take too much room, as you can see, but what we're going to do is we're going to take some poultry netting here, chicken wire, some people will call it, and we're just going to cut just enough to really put a circle around this, so it sort of will identify it. It'll keep probably some of the rabbits from destroying it till at least it gets a little bit of a start, and then we'll eventually take it off so we don't weed eat it or cut it down ourselves. When we first moved here, we didn't really have any rabbits in the yard, and you may say, well, why do you want rabbits in the yard? We'll try to protect things against the rabbits, but I like to have the rabbits here because even though we don't eat any meat or animal products, and I'll talk about that more, it's not because, I'm worried about the little bunnies or anything like that. It's really just for health reasons. I would, in a necessary environment, absolutely eat rabbits or ducks or chickens or any of that. So we'll just put together this quick little cage that will go around, and we're gonna go out and plant that here in just a moment. So hopefully we'll take you on the journey with us as we go to plant that. All right, we're gonna go out and plant this berry, and I figured I'd talk a little bit as we went. And I'm not sure if this, I guess this is a tree. It says it's supposed to grow one plant. I don't know what it'll do, but it says height 6 foot, spacing 6 foot, zones 3 through 8. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll grow that big, maybe it'll grow bigger, maybe it won't. But as we go out, you can see I've just got like a post hole spade here. I wanted to show you something. So my wife, we had some sunflower seed that the chipmunks had gotten into, and so last night she said, well, I'll just throw it here in the cooler and keep it away from the chipmunks. Well, those chipmunks last night, man, they started getting into this and they ruined our cooler basically. So I am not a big fan of chipmunks, and we'll probably have a little bit of a chipmunk battle going on. Now we're gonna walk out here to my front yard, And out here, this is near, this is near Route 6, which is a busy 2-lane road through northwest Pennsylvania, and it's probably the busiest road in our county. And you can see over here we've got all these elderberries. I'll just take you on a quick little tour as we walk out. We've got all those elderberries. We've got some blueberries here. We've got our rhododendrons with a bunch of blackberries growing through them. And we've got a couple of apple trees down here in the yard. And really the goal is we're going to put a little mini orchard here. This particular bush, tree, vine, whatever it is, I'm going to plant over here, and I forgot the fencing for it, so I'll have to go get that and put it on here in just a moment. But it says it should do well in almost any kind of soil, so I'm gonna see where is the best spot, sort of, so it'll naturally go in and naturally just sort of become part of our landscape. So I think we're gonna stick it over here. So, all right, so we're over here by this willow tree, and I think we're gonna put this right down here. And the reason is because that's our southern exposure over there. And so during the day, this gets very sunny. Still has a little bit of protection from the tree, and it's off to the side a little bit. So you get a chance to see. I didn't put on work boots. I've got Crocs on. Look at this. So I'm going to dig with Crocs. All right, here we go. And I'm going to, through the magic of video, I'll let you catch up when I've got this dug out. Okay, you are back through the magic of video. It just took a quick couple of seconds. So, as you can see, not very pretty, but we're going to get it planted in here. So we'll get our little cage and get this bad boy protected. Okay, so remember, as I said, this isn't for, a long time. This is just gonna be a permanent part of this. This is just a temporary, let's let it get a little head start. Let's keep our family from weed eating it, and let's keep the rabbits from chewing on it. So that's sort of what we're doing here. There we go. That's it. Also, we have the garden's been going like crazy, and tomatoes are growing well. So I just purchased some of these bamboo plant stakes. Normally in the past, I put up fencing and then planted the tomatoes, but the way that we did them this year was a little bit different. So we've purchased the bamboo poles here because we want to try them, give them a try for some tomato stakes. So we'll see how they go. And I've got some string out there, so I think we can make a nice little grid. So I'll invite you along for that project also. If you're like me, it's been a long day. Let's get to it. Okay, we're out in the garden. Have to do some weeding out here. But man, look at these tomatoes. They're really taking off. This might be, I don't want to curse myself here. This might be the best crop of tomatoes I've had since I've moved to Northwest PA. So that is exciting. See, we have some loose leaf lettuce over there. Got to thin out the carrots. Got some work out here to do. So again, let's get to work. Of 25 so far. And then we'll have to tie these up. We'll start pinching off suckers at the bottom of the plants and that sort of thing. But I just wanted to show you, this is really easy. So in the past, I would normally have taken one of these combo panels like this, and I had it staked in over there, and grew the tomatoes up and trained them up the long fence, because it's a lot easier. It's just, you know, you put in one thing, you tie the tomatoes up, you know, they all grow in throughout the fence, and it's just a little easier, it seems. But this year we're trying something a little bit different, and watch this. So these bamboo poles are like 15 bucks for 25 of them. Watch how easy this is, just to push it down about the same distance. And then the cool thing is when we get these all installed, we can actually take other pieces of bamboo and tie them across here if we want, and sort of create a grid. So I don't know if we'll do that. I don't know if we'll need to do that for some extra strength, but I'm on my second pack of 25, and hopefully that'll be enough to get us done here. But I mean, look how easy that is. One of the joys of a raised bed. You just push that thing down in there real easily, and we'll see how they hold up. I'll give you guys a report out. All right, I got to get back to work. Okay, so here's the thing. I am not really good at always, you know, at the end of my video saying, hey, if you like this video, subscribe, like, comment, that sort of thing. So I just wanted to add that in.